What if the greatest villain in religious history was once the most beautiful being ever created? Before he became the Prince of Darkness, before he became Satan, before the rebellion, there was Lucifer, a being so magnificent that ancient texts describe him as shining like a star. But what really happened before his fall? Was Lucifer always evil? Or did something happen that changed him forever? Today we're diving into one of the most fascinating and mysterious stories ever told. The rise and fall of Lucifer. Imagine a time before humanity existed. Before kingdoms. Before wars. Before Earth was filled with life. According to Christian tradition, God created countless angels. Powerful spiritual beings designed to serve, worship, and carry out divine purposes. Among them was one angel unlike any other, Lucifer. His name is often translated as Lightbringer, Morning Star, Bearer of Light. Ancient descriptions portray him as breathtakingly beautiful, covered in precious stones, radiating brilliance, possessing wisdom beyond imagination. Many interpretations suggest he held one of the highest positions in heaven. Some even believe he led heavenly worship itself. Imagine an angel so glorious that every other angel admired him. A being standing at the very peak of creation. Lucifer had everything: honor, power, beauty, purpose. Yet somehow, it wasn't enough. Here's where the mystery begins. The Bible never gives a detailed biography of Lucifer. Instead, fragments are scattered across different passages, like pieces of a giant puzzle. One of the most famous passages comes from the book of Isaiah. There, a figure declares, "I will ascend to the heavens. I will raise my throne above the stars. I will make myself like the Most High." These words reveal something dangerous. Not hatred, not violence, something far more subtle. Pride. The desire to become greater than the role he was given. Think about it. Lucifer wasn't lacking anything. His downfall didn't begin with poverty, or suffering, or oppression. It began with ambition that transformed into arrogance. He stopped appreciating what he had, and started focusing on what he didn't have. The one thing beyond his reach: God's throne. As Lucifer's pride grew, his influence grew as well. According to Christian tradition, he convinced many angels to join him. Imagine heaven itself becoming divided. Not by war, at first, but by ideas, by persuasion, by a promise that things could be different. Ancient interpretations of Revelation describe a dragon whose tail swept a third of the stars from the sky. Many believers interpret those stars as angels who followed Lucifer. 1/3. An unimaginable number. Think about that. Some of heaven's own inhabitants chose rebellion. Not because they were forced, but because they believed Lucifer's vision. What exactly he promised remains a mystery. But whatever it was powerful enough to challenge heaven itself. Then came the moment that changed everything. The rebellion could no longer remain hidden. According to Revelation, a war broke out in heaven. On one side stood Lucifer and his followers. On the other stood the loyal angels led by Michael. Imagine an anime-level battle beyond human comprehension. Armies of celestial beings. Light against darkness. Loyalty against rebellion. Creation's greatest conflict. But the outcome was never truly in doubt. Lucifer may have been powerful, but he was still created. And no created being could overcome the Creator. The rebellion failed. The war ended, and Lucifer lost. Then came the event that would define him forever. The fall. Lucifer was cast out of heaven. The morning star fell from the heights of glory. The angel of light became associated with darkness. The honored servant became the adversary. The name Satan means the accuser, the opponent. Everything changed. Imagine losing not just a battle, but your home, your purpose, your place among those you once stood beside. One moment he stood among heaven's greatest. The next, he was fallen, separated from the divine presence he once knew. This transformation became one of the most powerful symbols in human history. The idea that even the highest can fall. That greatness alone does not guarantee wisdom. And that pride can destroy what perfection built. One of the biggest questions people ask is, why would God allow Lucifer to rebel at all? The answer depends on faith and interpretation. But many theologians point to one idea: free will. The ability to choose. Without choice, loyalty has no meaning. Without the possibility of rejection, love becomes mere programming. According to this perspective, angels were not robots. They had the freedom to obey or rebel. Lucifer made his choice, and that choice changed everything. Regardless of religious beliefs, the story of Lucifer has survived for thousands of years because it speaks to something deeply human. Pride, ambition, envy, the temptation to place ourselves above everything else. Lucifer's story isn't simply about a fallen angel. It's about a warning, a reminder that greatness without humility can become self-destruction. That talent without gratitude can become arrogance. And that the desire for more can blind us to the blessings we already possess. Before the fall, Lucifer was not a monster. He was a being of extraordinary beauty and power, a shining star among angels. Yet, according to tradition, one choice changed his destiny forever. His story remains one of history's most enduring mysteries. A tale of glory, ambition, rebellion, and loss. But perhaps the most fascinating question remains unanswered. If Lucifer had never chosen pride, would humanity's story have unfolded differently? We'll never know. And that mystery may be what makes the story so unforgettable. What do you think really happened before Lucifer's fall? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into history, mythology, and faith, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for the next story. Because sometimes the greatest mysteries began long before history itself.